Leprechaun fishing. You guys will have to excuse my voice. It's a little, got a little congestion going on today. But we're here at Mudwater River, Missouri, catching some, trying for just anything really, any of the event fish, just because of the bait coins and the experience. So hopefully snakeheads is the target species really, but they will help level up pretty quick. I'm on one of my alternative accounts that I'm making for one of my sons, just so he can play around on it without having to worry about understanding much about the game. I did this for my other son as well. Got him up to, I think, 68, 69, somewhere around there. Not sure what we got on here. I haven't seen it. It's fighting like it's a snakehead, but I guess it could be a rowdy bass as well. They also get just as big, I believe. So we'll see what we got here. Oh, that looked like a snakehead. He came in, took one look at me, and said, "Nope." But I think he's going to come right on anyway. There we go. Another northern snakehead. Big chunks of experience for catching these fish. It's not the best money, but it'll add up with the keep net we're using. Right back here along this weed line I like to lay. Just flip it back there with any of the baits and use any technique really. Me, I prefer to just speed 2, buzz bait. You can twitch, you can even go speed 1 and just reel in slow. It doesn't really matter. They will bite literally on any retrieve technique. Let's see what we got here. Boy, it'd be nice like that. Level 66 there, just hogging them in. Although I don't think these fish are giving him much other than his quest. Or mission, per se. I might just switch over and target the rowdy bass with the jig on the other side, and then go after the leprechaun fish as well. Maybe go over there and hit that little coin box. Oh, looks like we might have had something interested in it there. Let's see if I can entice him to come back. I don't know. Well, looks like they tried to come back for it. Probably not one of the event fish. Might have sparked the interest of a bass or something. Alright, so let's try this. I'd have to remember where the, there it is. A drunken worm, huh? Yeah, it gives 13. That's not too bad. We could probably put out a bottom rod to help target these bass as well. But I know if you come back this way, go all the way to the far left, there's some good bass fishing right over here. Stick that down there. I believe we'll go with this rod and we'll just stick a drunken worm on there. I'm not sure about the hook size. I guess they ain't got no choice. We're targeting rowdy bass. I'm not sure if the leprechaun fish is big enough per se to eat that, but we're gonna find out. see, 8. So I need to do a little math here. So we got 49.6 pound drag, which is 6.2 pounds per thing. So 2 drag marks would be where we're shooting for. And let's try this. See if we can't get some of these bass out here. That ought to be good. See if anybody's home. Looks like we're coming up to a shallow ledge there. Hence the jig dropping down so fast. Might even just switch over to an X series and solely let the drunken worm do its job. Right like this. It'll make it a little easier pulling these in. I'd hate to be using the Laker Pros for this. That'd be a long fight. There we go. There's one. So them bait coins. This is the way to farm them. It's not bad experience, but they're bait coins for the most part. Oh, look at there. We got some bully grasshoppers too. Nice. Let's see. And they gave us 13 of those as well. I'll take it. But I know that the bass and the leprechaun fish both bite on the drunken worms, so we're going to use those. I'm sure they'll bite on the grasshoppers too, but for now, we'll just use one until it's gone. Let's see here. That'd probably be a pretty long fight if I had to wager. See, 5/7, that's a half. That would be a really long fight. This one here. It's a lighter bait, so let's slow it down a little bit and see what we'll need to keep it up. Looks like 2 will be just fine. I will say this, these rod combos that come in this new pack that's on sale, they're not too bad. Definitely have to spend bait coins if you're not high enough level to get the bigger leaders. The line per se is just smaller than the setups, but I've been noticing lately that when you're using a max drag setup, for some reason the tackle is breaking all on its own. If you log out and log back in, I'm having my tackle broke. I actually lost my speaker weight from the Marin River Monster mission. I wasn't too happy about and had to submit a bug report on that. It's happened to me on this account and my main account 3 times now, so hopefully we'll be able to get that solved and I'll be able to get that back, or at least get my mission reset so I can go back and catch him again to get it. I mean, either way, I really don't care. I will say that I doubt it though. They don't usually tend to want to go back and refund items that's, you know, their game's fault for breaking, but I guess it is what it is at this point. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I don't get my speaker weight. I just thought it looked pretty cool. Hopefully, my boy Charles Macro will get on today. We can do some fishing. I'm home all weekend, thankfully. Uh-oh, we're doubled up. This ain't good. I don't think I'll be able to put this rod down for too long before this fish gets off. Guess we're gonna find out, huh? there's a leprechaun fish and some more drunken worms. I'm okay with that. Somehow he stayed on there. That's unusual. Usually, if you set a lure rod down, good luck. They don't generally tend to stay on too much. And the good thing is that whenever this event's done, if I don't get too many levels, or I can always go to St. Croix and use the same tackle and go after the pike and the muskie. I'm sure it'll be just big enough to be able to catch the unique muskie, but it'd be a heck of a fight. Unique pike wouldn't be so bad. It'd be just like catching a snakehead, I would imagine. A little bit stronger. I notice sometimes fights in this game take a lot longer than a fight per se would take in real life using very similar tackle. I mean, I've got some pretty good sized tackle that I fish on the river with, and I've caught 30, 40 pound catfish, and the fights don't take nearly as long as this. I mean, even when the fish is swimming in a current, he still wears out much faster than this game gets the idea. I mean, I understand it's all a numbers game. Drag versus size of fish, etc. It's going to determine your length of the fight. Well, this one's putting up a good fight, that's for sure. That's why I was using that spinning rod on the other side, just to get that little bit of extra poundage on the drag to help wear him out a little quicker. 2 pounds will make a heck of a difference, especially when you're low level and you're talking the difference of a fish, maybe 2 to 3 pounds. I'd imagine here pretty soon he'll start getting wore out, and then he'll come swimming right on in. Then probably take a look at us and swim right back out. Here he comes. Come say hi. There he comes. I like how I'm getting progress for trophies with these. That's what I'm talking about. Good experience. Need 2 more leprechaun fish and 3 more rowdy bass. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll have one bite right at the bank and we just pull him right out of the water. Oop, had something nibble at it there. And again, you can always tell when you get something nibbling at it when it's on a rest and it's floating down or sinking down. And then you see it do its little jar animation, and then you lose your reel title. See if we can then get him to come on back and put it in his mouth this time. Nope, I don't think he's coming back for it. Oh, here we go. We'll really get him excited now. I think we're only going to be able to catch a couple more, and then we'll have to forward time to the next day and go from there. Thought I seen my line on the bottom rod move. Hopefully we'll get something interested in it. I'll give it one more cast and see if we can't get something out of here. This time I think I'll just pull it across the surface and let it do what it's gonna do. Oh yeah. Nice little topwater blow-up action. That's what we like to see. I don't think we have to worry about him running us out of line. At least not at this little river. He'd have to run quite a ways to get 600 feet of line out. I like how this reel's got the counterweight on the other side of the reel here. It's nice. I think this will probably be our last snakehead. It'll be close. I believe this will fill up our net, and then we'll just have to go to the next day and maybe just use the bottom rod and see if we can't get the other fish we're looking for. I was telling somebody about a little trick the other day. They're talking about, oh, I can't get bottom rods, but they could get match rods. And I said, well, if you can get a decent sized match rod, I said, you can make them into bottom rods really. You just put a really small bobber on there and put big bait on there. It'll sink to the bottom. Wherever it sinks, that's where it'll stay. And if you're using a rod holder with a fish alarm, you'll know right away when you got a bite, because if it beeps, it's a guaranteed fish hookup, provided you set the hook on it anyway. On the bobber rods, the fish don't generally tend to play with it if it's in a rod holder. It either beeps and then goes, or just doesn't go at all. There we go. I think I'm starting to wear him down now. He should be coming in here pretty soon. Might have one more good run left in him, but I'd be okay if he didn't. Come on. There we go. Oh, he's a little smaller than I was thinking. Yeah, put us right up there. So let's do this. We'll put that away, and then we'll pick this up forward time real quick to a different time of the day. Maybe we'll just go to the next morning. Like this here. Forward time here. And forward time to there, so we don't have a cooldown. We'll flip this back out there. Oh, let's see. God, I could imagine trying to catch a snakehead on that. It'd probably run me out of line real quick. That one wouldn't be so bad. I can max drag that one on one. No, I can't. I have to put it down by one, so that'd be an even longer fight. Not what we really want, so. We'll do just the crawfish, see if we can't get one. Let's see, we're at the bottom. We'll just do a lift and drop, see if we can't get one. Pretty good casting on these rods too. Usually find it harder when you're using casting rods to get them to cast pretty far. I'd take 164 feet. That's a pretty good distance. Most lakes you can get to where you need to go on there. At least at this level. Hang on, Bubba. Alright. Well, I've got to go help the kiddo do some stuff on a different game he's playing, so I'm going to go